Rob, I guess, an historic moment, I guess, for...
Well, yeah, certainly our first Heineken Cup win. So nice to collect some points, and I think to do it on the road and come to Connecticut Scarlets to do it. A team with a kind of great Heineken Cup tradition is fantastic for us. You know, it was the next thing kind of on our wish list, so to speak, was to. We came into the season saying we wanted to perform in the Heineken Cup, and ultimately we felt we'd done that pretty well in our first couple of games. So, you know, kind of the next thing on the line was to try and force a win, and I think that's what we did today. I don't think it was the greatest game of rugby, but I think we won enough of the arm wrestle to probably deserve the points in the end.
You sort of built up a healthy half-time lead just through being sort of efficient, wasn't it?
Yes. And I think that's very much what happened. I think we got out of the blocks. I think we started very well. And as you say, we created, I mean, we scored a fantastic, well-worked try with some good individual moments in it. But I think then it was, like you say, it was a bit about being efficient, controlling territory and possession a little bit better than Scarlets did. And that created some pressure moments, and we took our points. Gareth Steenson kind of kicked immaculately today. And as I say, that was us winning the arm wrestle. And I think after half-time, you know, that changed slightly, and we started losing the arm wrestle, and the points start going the other way, and the pressure starts going the other way. And you end up with a yellow card from the first piece of concerted pressure we had to defend, and all of a sudden everything changes, and you're scrambling. But I think in a way that was what was nice about it. We held it together, and we showed good character, and you know, as I say, we came through the arm wrestle moments.
Looking ahead to next week, what did that last 20 minutes tell you sort of about you?
Well, I mean, obviously, you know, we're very aware that you know, Scarlets will come down next week, and they'll want the game to be much more about the last 20 minutes than the first, you know, 50, 60. But what we have to do is ram home the good things we did early in the game, and you know, it's going to be a bit of a battle of the coaching staff of who analyses each other better, and probably a test of the players' attitude as to, you know, do Exeter want to double up more than Scarlets want to get revenge, and you know, those are the fantastic parts about playing in this competition. You know, those moments come just a few days away.
An away win. There's still 3 games left. Do you let yourself just have a little thought?
Well, I suppose we've got Leinster at home, haven't we? You know, which
easy games,
you know, you know, that should be relatively a piece of cake, shouldn't it? And then we've got to go to Clermont. You never know, you know. I mean, the reality is we never came into the Heineken Cup and said, you know, it's about us winning the pool or finishing second in the pool or qualifying for the Amelin. We said we wanted to give a good account of ourselves first and foremost, and if that then meant that we could push on and claim some victories, then we would do. But ultimately, it's a big part of our learning curve as a club and as a team.
Damien Welch started today, obviously from here in December. How impressed have you been with it?
Damien's done very well for us, trained very well, has played very well in the LV Cup competition in some A-League games, and has probably been a little unfortunate that we've had a lot of form players in his position. You know, and Damien's very aware that at the club we kind of you have to lose the shirt a little bit rather than just get it handed to you. And you know, guys like Dean Mumm have come in and played well, and James Hanks and Tommy Hayes have been fixtures in the second row for quite a long time and have performed well for us. So you know, Damien's had to come and kind of try and rip the shirt away for some good players. Ultimately today, you know, he's backed up some good LV Cup performances in recent weeks with a good performance in the A-League for us last week, and we felt, you know, there's no better fixture for him than to come to his old club and play. And those kind of things are very important to me. You know, if a player commits to us as a club, you know, I like to think that we can give them the opportunity to play in some big and important games for them.
Any issues with the penalty tray there?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think my issue is, as I said, you know, the first piece of concerted pressure we were under, the conceded piece of yellow card, and I think probably up until that moment we had the lion's share of the penalty count, but there's not a hint of a yellow card at any stage. You know, we won quite a lot of penalties in the pressure zone against Scarlets today. We were kicking our penalties, but ref never talked about a yellow card, and then all of a sudden there's, I think, one penalty given away by Gonzalo Camacho over a ball, and he says there's a warning for a yellow card, and then for a prop forward to be going forward, which is what our loose head was, and give up a penalty that's a yellow card. I don't know. It's a bit of one of those penalties that comes out of somewhere and you're never quite sure as a coach. But then ultimately, you know, there was a lot of reset scrums, and sooner or later a referee's going to make a call. Whether it was a completely dominant scrum, that's more for him to decide.
Thank you.
Okay.
Cheers.
Did you expect to come out here and get a win?
I don't think you ever expect wins, so to speak. I think you just try and put the bits and pieces of the game together that give you a chance to perform and give you the opportunities to potentially build a win. I think we did that well today, and ultimately, you know, the result came along.
Okay, thanks.
All right.